This smoking hot woman never imagined her husband would be chatting with his first love. Emily headed in her husband's direction and overheard him flirting with another woman. Her face was filled with hatred, wishing her husband would fall to his death. In a moment of desperation, she cursed loudly. Her husband's face changed, and he hurriedly hid his phone before looking at her. But Emily, who was originally angry, had a smile on her face because she was afraid her husband would abandon her on this lonely island. So she didn't dare expose her husband's behavior. At this point, her husband thought she hadn't heard anything and lied, saying he was picking coconuts for her. Emily thought to herself, "You bad old man, you're so wicked. With coconuts scattered all over the ground, you still need to pick them from the tree?" That night, the atmosphere around the bonfire was very harmonious, as if nothing had happened during the day. Strangely, her husband's phone was never locked before. Gradually, love turned into hatred. Emily had a premonition that her husband might leave her on the deserted island. Looking at the speedboat, she hatched a plan. The next morning, her husband was awakened by the waves. Emily informed him that the speedboat had been washed away by the waves last night along with his phone. But there was no need to worry because the island's location was not too remote, and someone would come to rescue them soon. She then pretended to go into the woods to pick fruit but went straight to the cave instead. It turned out that the yacht and phone were not lost at all. She wanted her husband to live here forever, so that he would never see his first love again. But what she didn't know was that her husband was quietly watching everything from not far away. In the blink of an eye, it was evening. The couple was leisurely drinking red wine on the beach. Oh boy, this couple had so many schemes hidden in their hearts. It was at this moment that her husband noticed the key around Emily's neck. The next morning, her husband woke up early and saw his wife still fast asleep. He quickly ran to the speedboat. Emily woke up to find the key missing, but she wasn't worried at all. She let her husband drive the speedboat away from the island. It turned out that she had tampered with the speedboat in advance. She had tied a long rope to the reef at the bottom of the sea. As the speedboat went further and further away, the rope tied to the reef was quickly pulled taut. Then, with a scream from her husband, the speedboat shattered into pieces. Fortunately, her husband did not die. With all his strength, he had just swum back to the island. After searching, he found his wife. Then, he quietly came up behind his wife with a wooden stick in hand.